Hello students, in this video we are continuing with lesson 8 study of continents Africa. Already we have learned about major mountains, longest river, lakes, desert, chief crops, chief minerals and chief cities. And here I am going to explain about the desert, forest and grasslands and the rivers. Okay, and Africa has vast desert. What is the name of the desert? The Sahara. It is the largest hot desert in the world. Sahara Desert is located in Africa and it is the largest hot desert in the world. And this part of Africa, it is very hot and dry, except the land along the Mediterranean Sea in the north. The Sahara covers about 1/3 of the continent. That much big it is. The Sahara Desert, it covers 1/3 of Africa, and there are smaller desert, the Kalahari and the Namib in the southern part of Africa. Okay, so Sahara Desert is the largest hot desert in the world, and that is why Africa's most part is very hot and dry, and the Sahara covers about 1/3 of the continent. And there are smaller desert and what is the name of that? Kalahari and Namib. Okay, and next we can see about the forest and grasslands of Africa. The region around the equator is very hot and wet throughout the year. Already we have discussed the position of Africa, and this region, it is located near the equator, because that is why it is very hot and wet throughout the year. And this area is covered with dense forest known as tropical rainforest. This area, it is covered with dense forest, and so we can call this is a tropical rainforest. And these forests of tall, broad, leafy trees are also called selvas. What are selvas? These forests of tall, broad-leaved trees called selvas. And they have mainly evergreen trees which do not shed all their leaves at one time. Okay, that is speciality of this forest. These trees are called, this forest is called evergreen forest. Why? Because these trees do not shed all their leaves at one time. Okay, as one moves away from the equatorial region, the temperature and annual rainfall begin to decrease. One moves away from the equatorial region, the temperature and the annual rainfall begin to decrease, and the southern part of the African plateau, lying the south of the Tropic of Capricorn, falls within temperature zone, and there are area of moderate rainfall where temperate grasslands are found. Okay, the southeastern part of the African plateau, already we discussed about the plateaus, and the southeastern part of the African plateau lying south of the Tropic of Capricorn. Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, everything I have discussed in the previous videos. Okay, I think all of you know about this one. And there are areas of moderate rainfall where we can see temperate grasslands. Okay, and what are the important rivers in Africa? Many rivers are there in Africa. Most of the rivers rise in the central equatorial region, and this region has maximum number of rivers because it receives the heaviest rainfall. Okay, the Nile is the most important African river. Nile is the most important African river, and it is the world's largest or longest river. And where it is originating from Lake Victoria, the largest lake in Africa. The Nile is the longest and important river. It is the world's longest river. The Nile originates from Lake Victoria, the largest lake in Africa, and flows across the Sahara Desert to the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, the next unimportant river is Congo River. What is that? The Congo. It is another important river. It rises in the rainy equatorial region of Central Africa. What is the most important African river? Nile River. It is the world longest river, isn't it? And the next important river, what is the name of that? The Congo. Congo is another important river. And next, what are the important resources and how they are utilizing these resources? Much of the land of Africa is not fit for agriculture. Much of the land. Why? What is the reason? It is covered because it is desert area. So much of the land in Africa, it is not fit for agriculture. The landforms and the climatic conditions over most of the continent are not favorable for the formation of fertile soil. The landforms and the climatic condition, it will not support agriculture. Okay, and till now Africa's resources, it has not been utilized properly, and many African nations have achieved independence only recently. Okay, and now you can see that what is the agriculture or what are the chief crops in Africa. Farming is still the sole occupation of the most people, although many regions suffer from unfavorable conditions. The droughts and famines are frequent. Farming is still the sole occupation of most people. Many regions are suffering unfavorable conditions. The chief food crop of Africa are cereals and root crops. Root crops are widely grown. These are easy to grow and can withstand drought conditions for longer period than cereals can. Okay, the important or chief food crop of Africa are cereals and root crops. Yam, it is the chief root crop. Okay, and it is produced mainly in western and central African countries. Bananas and pineapples are grown in tropical Africa, often as cash crops. Dates, figs, olives, oranges and grapes are grown in northern African countries. And what are the important minerals and fossil fuels? Africa is rich in many precious minerals such as diamond, gold, platinum, etc. etc. Iron ore and copper are also important minerals of Africa. Africa is rich in many precious minerals such as diamond, gold, platinum, etc. etc. And iron ore and copper are also important minerals of Africa. And Africa has a rich chromium deposits. Most of African countries do not have sufficient reserves of petroleum and coal. Anyway, a few African countries like Nigeria, Angola and Algeria do have some petroleum reserves. Okay, and what is the important industries? Africa is industrially not well developed. Africa, it is industrially not well developed. Most of the African countries lack coal, petroleum and iron ore, the major minerals and fuels required for industrialization. Okay, tourism is an important industry in many African countries. Tourism, it is an important industry in many African countries. And what is the transport and cities? Most Africa's road and railways were built under European rule. The Europeans were interested in sending raw materials to Europe. Thus, Africa's railway and roads connect mainly the mining areas and port. That is the reason. Africa's railways and road connect only mainly the mining areas and port. Why? Because the Europeans were interested in sending raw materials to Europe, so that they made railway and road connected with mining areas and ports. And next we can learn about the cocoa cultivation in Ghana. The cocoa tree yields cocoa from which chocolate is made. Cocoa tree. We will get chocolate from cocoa tree. Okay. And the tree is therefore grown as cash crops. It is believed to be a native of the equatorial region of Americas. Possibly it was grown in these regions more than 3000 years ago. Today, Ghana is one of the leading producer of and exporters of cocoa in the world. Ghana, it is the leading producer and exporter of cocoa in the world. and a large share of the country's agriculture land is used for growing cocoa, and it is one of the Ghana's chief revenue earner. Cocoa cultivation, it is the chief revenue earners, and Ghana's economy depends heavily on cocoa cultivation. Okay, and what are the areas of cultivation? Ghana is not an important producer of chocolate or other cocoa products. Hence, the cocoa grown here is meant for export. Okay, and the inland areas have been linked to the exporting ports by roads and railways. Most of Ghana's cocoa is grown in a triangular area bounded by the town of Akara, Kumasi and Tokoradi. Okay, this region is sometimes called the Cocoa Triangle. Most of Ghana's cocoa is grown in a triangular area, so that this region is sometimes called Cocoa Triangle. Okay, and the cocoa tree grows to the height of about 6 to 12 meter. It is large, leathery leaves are shed from time to time and replaced by a new set. Okay, and the ideal condition for growing cocoa trees are found in the equatorial region, and the trees grow best at altitude of 30 to 300 meters above the sea level, and the cocoa tree does not send its root deep in the soil, so it has to be protected from being uprooted by strong winds. Okay, the cocoa tree does not send its roots deep into the soil, so it has to be protected from being uprooted by strong winds. And the tree also needs protection from strong sunlight, especially when it is young, and therefore grown in the shade of other plants. Cocoas are grown in the shade of other plants. Why? Because the tree also did not need sunlight. Okay, and cocoa is grown on plantations. In Africa, it is grown mostly on small plantations. Okay, and cocoa pods may be harvested throughout the year, but most of the pods are harvested in 2 seasons, only lasting from October to March. Okay, and after the pods are split open, the pulp along with the beans inside is collected. It is then placed in heaps of the ground or in large shallow boxes with holes at the bottom of allowed to juices to drain away. Okay, and the fermented beans are dried with frequent turning until they lose almost all moisture, and the cultivation of cocoa needs a large labor force. And after shipment, the beans arrive at the processing center. Here they are first cleaned of ticks and dirt, then the beans are roasted to increase their flavor. Okay, and this is the process of our fermentation. Okay, and here in this video we discussed about mainly the desert Sahara. It is the largest hot desert in the world, and we discussed about the tropical rainforest. The region around the equator is very hot and wet throughout the year, and this area is covered with dense forest known as tropical rainforest. And we discussed about savanna or tropical grasslands. Then what are the important rivers in Africa? There are many rivers in Africa. Nile is the most important African river. It is the world's longest river. The Nile originated from Lake Victoria. And one more name of the river we learned. What is that? The Congo. It is another important river. Okay, and discussed about the resources and their utilization. And much of the land in Africa, it is not fit for agriculture because of the climatic condition. And what is chief food crops of Africa are cereals and root crops. Okay, and root crops are widely grown. Cassava and yam are the chief root crops in Africa. And we discussed about the minerals and fossil fuels. Africa is rich in many precious minerals such as diamond, gold, platinum, etc. etc. Iron ore and copper are also important minerals. Then we discussed about the industries. Tourism is an important industry in many African countries, and most of the African roads and railways were built under the time of the British European rule. So they connected the railway and roads, mainly the mining areas and the port. Then we discussed about cocoa cultivation in Ghana. Okay. So all of you read up to here. I will give you the question answer of next lesson. Okay. Next video I will give the question answer. Up to here all of you read, and if you have any doubt you can ask.